Hi, this is a demo video of Concept Sports Match Event Recorder. What we've created here is a spreadsheet that your club can use to create instant match reports and timeline reports, which can often take up to half an hour to an hour to write and produce. And get off to whoever needs them, including your media people, the competition officials, and so and so. So what we have designed is a really simple spreadsheet that does 90% of the work for you, as long as you're pretty up to date with the events as they happen. So what we've got here is a timeline from London Wasps v Gloucester at Twickenham Stadium. As you can see, each timeline has the match time, player number, name, event, and another section and another number and name here. I'll explain later what that's for. And score straight down here, and then a copy straight onto the other side. You've also got a little feature here which I'll talk about in a moment, which will help you with keeping time. In the Premiership they have a count back clock, which makes it really difficult, which sometimes makes it a bit harder to get the actual minute, and this sort of saves a bit of brain power. So how do we start using the spreadsheet? First thing you need to do, first of all instructions and information are here, so if you ever need to go back and check, it's all written down at this point here. You can always email me with any questions or queries, or any problems that occur with the spreadsheet, and I'll happily fix them and get it straight back to you. So what have we got? We've got entry tables here. So we've got reporting events. Here you enter everything, every event that you want to report on. So we've got everything here from tries, conversion, penalties, drop goals, cards, penalties, subs for every single reason why they'd be subs, and then end of halves. We've also added some extras here, so own scrum 1, own scrum. You could also add lineouts 1 and lineouts lost. You can keep adding these all the way through until you get to the end, and you can always add in extra lines or extra cells into here as you need to. It's easy to edit these, by the way. They're all protected at the moment, but you can easily unprotect that. There's no password on these, so you can edit these and adapt it to any need that you need. Let's say I'll protect that back. I protect it just to protect the coding, so that if I'm in match I don't mess up the spreadsheet and my report gets messed up at the end. These first few here from cell 5 to 14 correspond directly to your final report, so that goes straight into the various cells. This is a success fail, it goes into the same cell, and same again here, so that's a success fail, goes into the same cell, and the same with drop goals and drop success. So if you do have success fail options that you want to report, then them cells are particularly valuable, them 3 cells. So you add your success fail events into them 6, and then for your reports, just have a shorthand name for each one of them, so that comes up well in the final report. Then you just move straight on to your home teams. All the numbers and names can all be edited. You add that straight in there in however format you want to go for. So with rugby you tend to go top to bottom, and then subs the opposite way round and straight into there. I've got 0 in there for a no number, which happened in this match, and same again into here. So you just add in the names and numbers of each player. So 11 had no player, because the player actually got injured in warm-up, and Steph Reynolds went on with no number on his shirt. So that's all there. And then just to make your report nice and neat with all the other information you might need, you simply chuck in London, what your home team, away team, date, kickoff, venue, and officials normally want this sort of information in some of your reports. So there's lots of gaps there for the officials and the match referee assistants, TMOs, fourth officials, and sighting officers as such. So you get that straight in there, and then all of this information is really useful, so make sure you get this right as you go. So as you move on, say we're going through the match, and as you start, James Haskell scored a try. We're just going to go to the end just to pretend on what's happened here. So as if the start of the match has started again, start of first half, and I put that in both sides to make it nice and neat. And then within, say, 5 minutes, 34 seconds, James Haskell scores a try. That's great. That's all in there. James Haskell's name came straight up, so that's straight onto the report. And then I just have to add in the score. And then straight after, 10, Andy Good failed his conversion. He didn't. He actually got it in this game, and then that happened within 6 minutes 45. So this can all go into there, and then you've got absolutely everything. I'm going to neaten that up a little bit. I don't like a 0 in front, and so and so. And then as you go on through the game, you can just keep adding events into the match, and then sort of to make things easier and make the report nice and neat, you've got this second line here. So say number 1 comes off. It's our prop, and he's substituted for injury, and he was replaced instantly by our first prop. Straight away you've got number, name, event, number, name, and then that will come up instantly in your report. As you can see here, this cell at the bottom will always read the last number in the line, so that it's important to keep that up to date, and all the way through it you keep that up to date as we go. Okay, and then that will keep the score. Once you've done that, you just need to add in your man of the match. So it was Nathan Hughes in here, but the away team, we can say it was Bill Meeks, and your attendance on the bottom here. Nice and simple. It keeps it really neat, and that end information is really useful as well. So you've also got up here, which I said I'd explain, is you've got your clock, and it's your reverse time clock. So in the Premiership they have a reverse clock in the stadium. If you have a reverse clock in your stadium or event, this will automatically give you real-time information. So with 34 minutes left and 22 seconds, I know that I'm in the 5th minute, and it happened on the 38th second, and the same in the second half. So it was 56, 22. Oh, something's happened here. Oh, sorry, it's reverse clock. So there's 22 seconds and 11 seconds that on the clock. I know it's in the 57th minute, 49th second. Okay, so tendency is that the clocks always start from 40 and go down when there's a reverse clock, and so that's just a neat little tool there that helps me to not use so much brain power. So once you've done that, what happens? So automatically this gets moved into your timeline report, and that's straight here. So everything that happens is automatically moved into your timeline report, including the score. So the last score that was read is 05, so that automatically goes up to the final score at the top, and then I've added its information into here that's really useful for me, and then it goes all the way through, and that is your timeline. So instantly people can see what happened, who was subbed, how much time they spent on the field, when they scored, and they can see how the game has played out. And then the most important thing that I find the most useful is your match report. So who scored, who had success and fail. As we say here, it says 4 successful, 1 failed, and Billy Twelvetrees 3 successful, 1 failed. And that's a little note at the bottom here which tells you, explains that for you. You've also got penalty tries, which in rugby are quite useful to know. And then you've got it all the way through, which has got all your yellow cards. And as I said, the top 6 events, 6 or 7 or 8, are all reported into here, and these are your shorthands that you entered. All the names automatically come up. As you see, Steph Reynolds is up here, and then you've got your match report to print out as well, so the guys can see straight away what they're doing. And just to demonstrate how this happens all automatically, as you can see, Andy Good had 1 failed, which we added into our timeline. If I go back into our timeline and I remove this event completely, go straight to back to our match report, and you can see that failed event has disappeared. Okay, so this gives you instant reporting. We're working really hard to try and make this even better, so look out for updates as well. But in the meantime, you can get this report online at our website, which is weareconceptsports.com, and you can download that, or you can pay for that on our website, which is on special offer at the moment. I'm not sure how long that will stay on there for, but you can get that on our website, pay through PayPal, and we'll email you this digital copy over to you within 24 hours. So thank you for watching. I hope this is really useful, and you can email me at either my personal email address, which is attached to here, lukestevenson@hotmail.com, or straight to our direct account, which is weareconceptsports@gmail.com, with any requests or updates that are going to come over in the next year or so. Okay, thank you for watching.